My grandfather, he passed away last August due to COVID, and it was completely out of the blue. He was 79 whenever he passed away, so obviously he was at risk, but also he was a healthy 79-year-old. Because you don't think it's going to impact your family. You know, it's only just a number that you see on the media or in TV, and you don't think about the one. Like, we had one that affected us, and it completely changed our world.
Well, I went home this past weekend after getting a text from my younger sibling that my stepdad was on oxygen because he had got COVID. Seeing him on oxygen and hearing the machine running all night and seeing her like sleeping right next to him in a recliner was just really tough. I just kind of feel like hurt when someone says they don't want to be vaccinated, because you just can't go about life right now acting the way you did before the pandemic, especially when it does have consequences for other people.
People I know and everywhere I've been acquainted to have seen at least 1 or 2 deaths due to COVID, both in USA and internationally. I personally lost my father in this pandemic, so he was one of the first 100,000 to get exposed to COVID in New York that time. But I've seen far enough people suffering to see that right now it's a privilege to be even able to say I will not want to be vaccinated. This is serious. There is no joke about that. The numbers are the numbers. There's no hiding that. And not seeing this or avoiding that, the sun rises at east, whether you believe it or not. It's just that.
A lot of people like to say that, you know, God will protect us, but God is the one who sent the scientists who created the vaccines. And I feel like it is my responsibility as, you know, a citizen of the United States to protect my fellow man by, you know, ensuring that everyone around me is kept safe from any health issues that I might have. But this only really solidified it, because I don't want to bring back a variant to them, seeing how bad it affected them last time. And my little brother has asthma, and I really don't want to bring that to him. So the only people left uninfected in our house was myself and my younger brother. Of those who were infected, Mom has still been unable to smell or taste anything.
I would say the pandemic has disrupted lives. I got vaccinated because, one, my mom told me and I listened to my mom, but also because I think that it does help. At the end of the day, I think not being vaccinated does affect people. Herd immunity only works if the people who are healthy enough can get vaccinated, so that the people who aren't healthy enough have that protection.
A big family person, so I love to be around my family, and I didn't really want to mess that up being around, you know, 30,000 other students in Auburn and having those shared spaces. I want to make sure that when I go back home to my family that they were safe. And the vaccine seemed like the best way to, you know, get everyone back, because nowadays people who are getting COVID with the vaccine are still getting sick, but not as sick, or they don't need to go to the ICU. They can treat it at home. So the vaccine definitely played a big part in helping people stay out of the hospitals.
You have no idea who you could be spreading the virus to. You have no idea who you could be impacting, or whose mother, father, you know, sister, brother, grandfather, grandmother, whoever that you could be impacting. Wearing a mask and taking the vaccine are very simple yet super essential precautions that all of us need to take. Otherwise, it's just going to keep going.